friends. So we are so excited, and we're back here, and I'm going to tell you about this guy, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I ain't gonna stop. You know we do this stuff to each other all the time, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that today. Oh yeah, push it.
Testing on.
There you go. There you go. All right. Amen. So we are just so happy to have this gentleman. I'm telling you, he's a world-renowned author. I mean, been on Barnes Noble, what else? I mean, everywhere. Best. What's the other?
Well, they got Amazon, Audible, and
I mean, man,
all
just
that.
everywhere, everywhere. Now, see, he talking real cool right now. You know how I am. You know how I am. But we're so grateful, him being an author, but he's also an empowerment speaker. And I mean, and it's on all levels, whether it's relationship or whether it's about who's been broken or some level of encouragement. I mean, or if it's preaching, it's empowering on all levels. And I'm glad to have with us tonight at the Afterthought Live, Dr. Eddie Conner. Come on, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
What's going on, Dr. Eddie? Talk to me today.
Man, what an honor it is to be with all these incredible people. Them folks was singing, wasn't they?
Yes, sir.
They was
Yes,
singing
sir.
tonight. And
Yes,
if you
sir.
ain't know you was good enough before, you better recognize now.
They better know now.
So,
Yes, sir.
this is beautiful what you're doing. So we got to give it up for you. We got to give it up
Amen.
for Pastor
Amen.
George
Bless
Young
you, man.
III.
Amen.
You know,
Bless
you bringing the
man.
message to the mall. You're bringing really the Savior to a shopping center.
Yes.
And you're doing unorthodox ministry and uncomfortable and unorthodox times. So
Yes, sir.
it's a blessing to be able to be here. It's Lakeside for a reason, because we are fishers of men. And our job is to catch the fish. It's God's job to clean them.
Come on, come on. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go. Listen, there you go. I'm telling you, this guy is phenomenal. Man, we had, I don't even remember how we met. I mean, it's been some
Right,
years,
yeah,
though.
it's been some
I
years,
mean,
yeah.
it's been some years. You was like a kid. I'll just say. Listen, he got a lot of wisdom. He got wisdom like he's 97, 98 years old. Seriously, his wisdom is on point. Seriously. And I can't remember where I met you at, but anyway, I had you for numerous of things. Y'all remember when we had him at the cathedral? Amen. Did y'all enjoy him? Listen, and then we had things for singles, and he spoke and mentored the singles. I mean, it's so much stuff, man. It's so much stuff that you've done. But I wanted to bring you on here, man, because first of all, God is using you in a mighty way, always have, and continues to do it. But without, everybody looks at the results of the testimony, but they don't know about the test. I love hearing your testimony about the test.
Yeah.
With cancer, stage 4 cancer. Talk to people.
Yeah, without a doubt. I believe your test is testimony, your misery is ministry, your mess is a message. Your stumbling blocks and stepping stone. What God will do is he'll use your setbacks to set up for your greatest comeback. He'll use your tragedy as strategy. Somebody in here knows you don't look like what you've been through.
Yeah.
If we had the movie The Color Purple on this screen, I'd tell you just like Sophia, all my life, I had to fight. And so having to fight through the storm and the rain, the trials, sickness, and pain, 2023 marks 23 years being cancer-free.
Come on, somebody. Boy.
Nothing but the grace of God to find the can in cancer with chemotherapy, radiation, losing all my hair. My own biological father never visited me one day in the hospital. Wow. People who I thought were praying for me were literally praying on me, sitting on the sideline expecting my demise. Cancer made me cry, but it didn't make me quit. I'm grateful for a praying mama who told me you got to go to Psalm 118 and 17. I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. And so I'm a product of God's miraculous healing power.
Come on, somebody. Anybody know that God can do it? Anybody know that God can do it? And if you don't know, now you know. I'm just telling you, man, I just love he put these things together. Like Socrates or something. He be, man, I just love it. He put some I'm like, what? Let's rewind that. Reverse
man.
rewind. I do know that because you've been through that, it just empowers you, you, and I'm going to talk from a subject of how you're single, but you talk like you've been married because you give so much hope to people,
Wow. Yeah.
and I've seen people who single and they come across as arrogant, and they come across as if well, you can't rock with me if you're not on my level, just saying crazy stuff.
Right.
He never does that. He always gives encouragement towards people who are single, and he's always spoken very highly of, oh no, God has something for you. He's always giving this encouragement. Talk to me about that. I mean, how much of it, what makes you do that? I know it's an impact on singles, but how God has used you, while you're in the single phase, but you sound like you're married. All this wisdom, man. talk to somebody. Somebody on here and saying, I'm waiting on my Boaz, and I'm waiting on, somebody, I'm waiting on my Rachel. I'm waiting, So talk to somebody, and how do you, it's so much wisdom behind it. And where do that come from? Where do that strength come from as far as being single, but you're single and you're satisfied? That's the best way I can say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
I can knock
That's
the
good.
book over. But you're single, but you're satisfied. And so how do you do that? Because there's a lot of dissatisfied people, and people rush.
Right.
They rush. So talk to the audience about that, because I know you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think it's me coming from a divorced household, seeing the dynamic between my mother and my father, and then also, the good, the bad, the ugly, then also seeing other marriages that flourish. Talking to people who have been married 40-something years, and they telling me the way that they've been able to sustain a marriage is because the person was their friend, and it's easy to forgive their friend. So forgiveness became the foundation, the blueprint. And I really believe, being single won't kill you, and being married is not going to heal you.
Come on, man.
Waiting on God is not a waste of time. And so many times we're focused on a person, but we don't focus on our purpose. If you think about this, and Boaz is dead, so there's a lot of people praying for Boaz. You praying for a dead man.
Yeah.
Praying for Rachel or Leah. I don't know who won Leah, but
right. I know, right?
She dead too.
Right.
You gotta prepare and pray for the right one. If you think about it, Boaz found Ruth in the field.
Mm-hmm.
What is your particular field? I don't know if your field is nursing. I don't know if your field is the medical industry. I don't know if your field is education. I don't know if your field is ministry. Mm-hmm. What are you doing to work your field to where you're not so much focused on your person, but you're focused on the purpose? Mm-hmm. You're becoming the right one for the right one, and that's you becoming right for yourself before you become right for anybody else. Because you got to first say I do to you before you say I do to anybody else. And I think as you prepare for your purpose, you'll find the purpose partner that God has for you. Yeah.
Come on, y'all. He just... I'm looking at a few books here. Mask them.
Yeah, bro.
Talk to us about this book here, just for a moment.
One of the Mask of Masculinity: How Men Can Reclaim Their Identity, Lead in Love or Vulnerability. One of the toughest books I had to write, but it caused me to take off the mask. Before it ever hits anybody else, it's got to first hit you.
Yes, sir.
You got to feel it before you got to take the medicine before you give anybody a prescription.
Yes, sir.
And so I really wanted to write from the fact that us as men, our strength is in our vulnerability. We always told don't cry, be a man, and we told that at the age of 4 when we fall off a bike. Mm-hmm. Now I'm 4, not 44. Show me what to do after I cry. That is all right, because the fact of the matter is, we're really as men, we're more like Clark Kent than Superman.
Yes, sir.
We're more like T'Challa than Black Panther. We're more like David Banner than the Hulk. We're not so much a caricature. It's really our true character. And wearing the cape all the time, Superman can't fly all day.
Come on, man.
He's got to find a soft space and place to land. Mm-hmm. If you don't take off the cape, it'll be a chokehold. If you don't take off the mask, you're going to suffocate on your success.
Yes, sir.
So I think us as men, when we do the healing, us as men, we got to love ourselves. We
Yes,
always
sir.
tell our women
Yes,
to
sir.
do that.
Yes, sir.
But we also got to know our worth too. We got to understand that we're good enough.
Yes, sir.
Beyond our muscles, our Mercedes, phone book full of ladies, we still got to be the type of individuals
I told you.
who move in the place to where we're taking our mentality to the next level. Listen, you talk about mental health. We've been hearing a lot about that. You can't spell mental health without men heal.
Man.
Until we heal, our purpose and our queen will never be revealed.
Jason, are you ready to come on this one? Ain't nothing.
Never heard this many colloquialisms fired off that fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good, right?
Man
This is good
after,
stuff, right?
man after my own heart, man. I'm just taking it all in. I'm stealing some of those.
Right. Right.
Most definitely. Iron sharp as iron.
Yes, sir. Man, and okay. What else are you talking about?
No. Also, even in the book too, I'm talking about how women can create a safe space and place for a man to be vulnerable.
Man.
Women always want men to open up, but unless you're able to create a safe space for him to do so, he's gonna always keep the vault door shut.
Yes, sir.
Woo. Woo. I think that's an alarm sound I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, because men need a safe place. They need a safe
Got
place
to have it.
Absolutely.
to be able to be themselves.
Yeah,
and
right.
a lot of people, they don't understand that men become something different when they don't have a safe place to pour out, to talk about. So we're just grateful. We're just grateful, man. Listen, I see this one. Now, I remember the first
Right.
Dear Queen.
Yeah.
So now you got Dear Queen Volume 2.
So nice I had to write it twice.
Here it goes.
No, it's How to Wear Your Crown, Walk in Authority and Authenticity. And the first one was specifically predicated to the women, but I wanted to bring the men into this one as well.
Okay.
What is a queen without a king? What is a king without a queen? And so queen, I define queen as quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. Real queens don't compete, they collaborate. They're not just chasing a man, they're focused on their purpose and plan. Real queens understand that their royalty demands loyalty. As a result, they wear their crown and they build their queendom in the kingdom of God. They understand that they're here for such a time as this. Yeah.
You know what? So what I'm about to say, this dude is going somewhere. Somebody about to do a reality show or something. I'm dead serious. Listen, because he's so young. You're young, man, and you've been through a lot. And even what you're talking, that's not just something, that you're just rehearsing every day. Well, I don't know if you, I don't think you are. I've known you for some years. You're not just sitting in the mirror saying Queen is, whatever you said, the acronyms for. I don't think you just do that. I just think that it's something in your spirit, and once it resides in your spirit, it becomes part of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm just looking at these, and I almost see these, and I'm not usually in the prophetic like this, but I see these as movies.
I receive it.
Brother, I'm telling you, I see these as movies in the future. Somebody's gonna it's gonna get in the right hand. And I really believe, because of who you are and because of what you went through, I don't ever do this, not on the show, because I said we I wanted to just talk to where people are. I don't, because you have other networks that have Christian shows, and then everybody out preaching each other.
Yeah,
And what God said, no, what God really saying, wow, God's gonna make, he's gonna turn it around. I don't want to do that. So this show is totally different. I wanted to do something totally different, Christian-based, but totally different. And while I'm watching this, I'm looking at this, and it seems like that's gonna be a movie, man.
I receive
The
it.
Dear Queen is gonna be a movie.
I receive
Even if it get to the point where you finance it yourself,
it. Yeah.
it's going to be a movie. There's some movies inside of you, man. There's something great, because it's the gifting and who God has made you, and the survival and the anointing that's on you, so powerful. And isn't it powerful, everybody? Y'all believe it? I mean, it just right with the flow. And so I'm sorry. I forgot the other stuff I was gonna say. You always doing this to me. We talk junk on the phone.
All
then
the time, man.
But then he get on here, and then I'm like, what was I saying again? Well, I do know that you are author, and then I also know that you have spoken at a lot of conferences. And I love the versatility in you because you could go to a church and you'll preach the walls down. Then you'll go to children's seminar and you're telling the kids, and they're all singing Sesame Street with you. And then you go somewhere with the women, and then it's like the women is, tissue everywhere. Then you go to the men, and the men, come on, bro. I said, man, this guy has a great gift in the earth. And so I commend you, man. What's next? What's next for Dr. Eddie Conner? Come on, y'all can clap, amen. What's next? What's next for Dr. Eddie Conner? What's next? What you have next? What's going on?
I think versatility is what it's all about, and you're doing ministry in the marketplace as well. So everybody may not have a pulpit, but you do have a platform.
Yes,
And
sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
For me, everybody always wants to impact the nations, but I think you got to first start at the neighborhoods. And what I will be doing, I'll be putting my 15th book out in the next couple months. Yes. And then I'm going to do a conference this year. I'm doing a conference. Yeah. So listen, I'm breaking the news right now. I never said it here until y'all got it first.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Dr. Eddie Conner is breaking this news first.
Right here.
Right here on the Afterthought Live in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody. What are you doing again, Dr. Eddie Conner?
We're doing a conference this year. Conference that is going to really impact and empower Metro Detroit and everybody else from around the nation who are going to come as well at large. It was an afterthought in my mind, but it became a premier thought. I'm not going to make it a second thought, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I believe you really have to feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you got to step out on water. The most dangerous place you can be in life is not when you're walking on water, but when you're staying in the boat.
Yes, sir.
So really taking it to another level. I've been a part of all the conferences. Now it's time for me to do my own.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's going to be off the chain. Is it going to be here in Michigan?
Yes, it will be. It'll be Detroit. So details coming soon, but look toward August.
All right, listen. Now we want to make sure that everybody know that you did bring some copies to the book. So if you want to purchase them, that's for purchase, right? They're all for purchase.
Yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
I was about to say, I don't think. I mean, he on point, but he ain't just,
Proceeds from each book go to my mentoring organization, Boys to Books, empowering young men through literacy, leadership, life skills enrichment. They build in prisons based on 2nd and 3rd grade reading scores. So rather than locking our brothers up, we got to unlock their dreams and we got to unlock their purpose. And so literacy is that key to open the door of opportunity.
Nothing else to be said. All facts, all on point. My friend, I'm so glad that you joined us today. And let's give God praise for this wisdom, oozing of wisdom. Bless you. Dr. Eddie Conner.
My man,
Come
100
on.
grand. Appreciate you.